Hey there, I'm Sean. Hope you all doing well. Today I'm chatting about the new moon in Leo, which happens on the 24th of July. This is already a very positive day as we have a grand trine, so in my mind, this must be a positive influence on the new moon. Please scroll down for your sun, moon and rising sign, but listen to my short intro. And now I'm going to get into trouble, but really, if we're dealing with moon astrology, it seems obvious that your moon sign must be important. So what actually is a new moon? Basically, it's the start of the lunar cycle when the moon slips between the Earth and the sun. The sky looks blank, no moon in sight, which astrologically means a fresh, cosmic slate. New moons are all about new beginnings, setting intentions, planting seeds for what you want to grow, and taking a moment to reflect and renew. It's the best time to kick off projects, or I like the image of planting seeds. Basically, we can start a new cycle. Now let's talk about Leo. Leo's a fire sign, ruled by the sun, famous for its creativity, boldness, confidence, and a big-hearted, playful spirit. When the new moon lands in Leo, it's like the universe inviting you to turn up your inner fire. This is your chance to step into the spotlight, own what makes you unique, set intentions around creative projects or leadership, and reconnect with whatever makes your heart race. It's about courageously expressing your authentic self and celebrating what makes life feel joyful and alive. But here's where it gets interesting. There is a little tension too. On July 24th, this new moon in Leo faces off with Pluto, the planet of transformation and the subconscious. Pluto's all about power, deep change, and sometimes uncomfortable truths. For those who know the tarot, Pluto is a little like the tower. This opposition stirs things up. Power struggles maybe, or issues around control, identity, or self-worth. You might feel a push-pull between wanting to shine bright and needing to confront what's lurking beneath the surface. It's a bit of a cosmic tug-of-war, but also a massive opportunity. You could experience emotional release or finally break free of fears that have been holding you back. This is a call to transform your relationship with power of Leo energy, how you express it or where you might be dimming your own light. Ask yourself, what needs to be released so I can truly shine? I've been thinking about some themes to reflect on. Where am I being called to lead or show up creatively? What fears are keeping me from expressing my full self? How can I reclaim my personal power? And what does being truly authentic look like for me right now? This new moon is your fresh start. Embrace your uniqueness, step into your light, and of course, let your truest self lead the way. Let's now look at each sign to see where you should be planting these new seeds. Hi Aries. This new moon lights up your fifth house of joy, creativity, fun, and romance. It's time to reconnect with your passions, take creative risks, or open your heart to love. Children or playful energy may also be a focus. I suggest set intentions around artistic projects, dating, joy, or fertility. You could plan a weekend getaway just for fun, take up a hobby like salsa dancing, or spend more time with your kids or inner child. One small warning, Aries. This is a fertility period, so getting pregnant is more likely. So if you want to start this cycle perfect, otherwise be a little careful. Hi Taurus. This new moon, or should I say new beginning, starts in your fourth house of home, family and foundation. You may feel called to create a more nurturing space or heal family dynamics. It's a great time to start a home project, paint that wall. I suggest setting intentions around home life or emotional security. A heart-to-heart conversation with a parent or sibling could bring long-needed clarity or closure to an issue. During this transit, you might consider moving, buying property, or simply redefining what home means to you. Perhaps it's more about who you're with than where you are. Just an idea. Hi Gemini. This new moon lands in your third house of communication and short trips. It's a clever time to start writing, speaking, or learning something new. Sibling relationships or short trips may also come into play. Set intentions around writing, speaking, teaching, or networking. You could sign up for a short course, teach a workshop, or finally dive into that book you've been meaning to read. This is also a great time to journal, brainstorm, or map out a new project, especially one that involves storytelling or public speaking. Hi Cancer. This new moon is hitting your second house of money, income, and values. You could start thinking about new income streams or redefine what truly matters to you. Set intentions around money, confidence, or building lasting value. You might create a new budget, launch a side hustle, or ask for a raise, anything that helps you feel more secure and self-sufficient. Also, you may reflect on what truly brings you a sense of richness. Perhaps it's not money, but time, beauty, or meaningful experiences. Hi Leo. So this is your full moon, which I think is a spotlight on your soul in a way. Who are you becoming? It's a time to shed old identities, rewrite your personal narrative, and step into a more empowered version of yourself. Set intentions around self-expression, confidence, personal reinvention, and your visibility. So why is this new moon extra powerful for you? It's happening in your first house of identity, making it deeply personal. You're being asked to lead with your heart, not your fears. With the moon and sun both in Leo, your inner world, moon, and outer expression, sun, are aligned, giving you clarity and courage to act. This new moon is asking for courageous new starts. You may feel ready to take a leap, whether it's starting a business, ending a relationship, or moving to a new city. Also, you could confront insecurities around being seen and begin to heal the fear of rejection or failure. Don't be surprised if others may start noticing you more. Your charisma, your leadership, your light. Don't shy away from it. Use this energy for new projects. Hi Virgo. This new moon is hitting your 12th house of spirituality, rest, and subconscious healing. You may feel drawn to retreat, meditate, or release old patterns. Set intentions around spiritual growth, healing, or just letting go. You might feel drawn to start meditation, explore dream journaling, or spend more time in nature or sacred silence. Why not start a new 10-minute morning meditation practice before the day starts? Old wounds or hidden fears may also surface during this period, so expect this, but this is a powerful time to work with this shadow stuff. Hi Libra. So this new moon is hitting your 11th house of friendships, community, and long-term dreams. It's a time to think about your dreams for the future, meet with like-minded people, and plant seeds for collective growth and collaboration. Here is a good question to think about. What kind of future am I dreaming into being? Set intentions around friendships, networking, social causes, or visionary goals. You might join a new group, attend a networking event, or collaborate on a creative or humanitarian project. This is a great time to map out your 5-year plan, create a vision board, or set bold goals that reflect your heart's desires. You may reconnect with old friends, make new ones, or reflect on which relationships truly support your growth. Hi Scorpio. This new moon hits your 10th house of career or public image. If you retired, it's about how the world sees you. It's a good time to step into leadership, redefine your goals, and take bold steps toward your professional dreams. Recognition or a new opportunity could be on the horizon. Enjoy. I suggest set intentions around career advancement, visibility, leadership, or legacy. You might apply for a promotion, launch a business, or take on a new leadership role that puts you in the spotlight. Your work could receive attention, or you may feel called to share your expertise more publicly through speaking, publishing, or teaching. Hi Sagittarius. This new moon activates your 9th house of expansion, wisdom, and higher learning. It's a time to broaden your horizons, whether through travel, study, or spiritual exploration. You're being called to reconnect with your sense of purpose and adventure. This should be easier for you. I suggest set intentions around education, travel, publishing, or spiritual growth. You might feel inspired to book a trip, explore a new culture, or plan a spiritual retreat that reignites your sense of wonder. This is a great time to enroll in a course, apply to a program, or dive into a subject that expands your worldview, philosophy, astrology, or a new language, for example. Hi Cap. This new moon activates your 8th house of transformation, intimacy, and shared resources. Themes of trust, vulnerability, and empowerment are front and center, but I think for most of you, this new moon is about shared resources. Maybe chunky money that you don't earn, like a tax refund or inheritance or lump sum. Also debts, and how you share your money with others. Set intentions around financial partnerships, money, or reclaiming your power relationship with shared money. This could be a time to renegotiate debts, merge finances with a partner, or explore investments and shared assets. It's a bit of a mixed bag, Cap. Hi Aquarius. This new moon activates your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, and one-on-one connections like girlfriend, boyfriend, partners. It's a time to think about how you show up in relationships, whether romantic, professional, or platonic. Themes of balance, commitment, and mutual support come into focus. I suggest set intentions around love, collaboration, healthy boundaries, or attracting a new flame. You might meet someone new who challenges and inspires you, or feel ready to open your heart more fully to love. In an existing partnership, this could be a time to rekindle passion, have an honest conversation, or set shared goals. You may be drawn to form a business partnership, creative duo, or mentorship that supports your growth. Hi Pisces. You've had a lot on your plate recently, but things will calm down soon. This new moon activates your sixth house of health, daily routines, and service. It's a time to refine your habits, create more structure in your day-to-day life, and align your work with your well-being. Small changes now can lead to big results later. I suggest that you set intentions around wellness, productivity, organization, or meaningful service. You might start a new fitness routine, improve your sleep hygiene, or explore holistic practices like yoga, acupuncture, or herbal medicine. I think this is a great time to create a morning or evening routine that supports your mental and emotional clarity. Use some structure to reduce any chaos in your life.